Making the invisible visible. Black women, 365 days of the year. Each day will spotlight a remarkable woman whose story has shaped Black, British or global diasporic history. Women whose achievements are too often overlooked. Through these daily short films, we create a living, breathing archive of leadership, creativity, resistance and legacy. Let's begin.
My name is Namywa. I think in the context of this question, I am a woman, I'm a friend, I'm a daughter, a sister. I guess I'm an advocate as well. I'm really passionate about lots of different things. I'm a traveller at heart. I'm a party girl. I'm a serious girl, moody, all these things. I think I'm very much multifaceted in the context of this question, for sure. And the things that drive me are how all those things interlink and connect. So when I'm being those things, when I'm being a daughter, when I'm being a friend, the personification of it is like what drives me forward. It's like it's the energy within those words, and the meaning of those things are the things that push me forward. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so Girl Grind UK, we're a CIC based in Birmingham, and we've got three development arms: Grownish, Womanish and Primish. Grownish is for 12 to 17-year-olds, Womanish is for 18 to 30, and Primish is for people who are 30 plus. We primarily work with women and gender expansive people on a personal, professional grind. And everything we do is centered around people being able to develop their own self-agency and their creative output. And we target and focus our interest in the music industry. So COVID, the summer of COVID, when we went into lockdown, I got on a business development program called the P Word, and it was ran by Punch Records and CREM, which is the Centre for Research of Ethnic Minority Business. That program was like a little cocoon for me because no one really knew what was kind of happening with COVID at the time. I just kind of finished touring and was writing abroad internationally with a few record labels. So like it was it was a big halt moment for me in my career. And that program really gave me a lot of support and momentum behind building Girl Grind. And I guess the within that 6 months of that project, although it was a really short time, I think I went into a different kind of operation and they met me where I was. And from there, that program really just propelled me forward, so to speak. Like I kept the same momentum. I wouldn't say it was directly as a result of the content on the program. I just think we met each other where we were, and it was a really great project that's always stuck with me in terms of like my track, like where things started, like, or where things kind of began. Yeah. Yeah. So for me, I am classified as a disabled person in the UK. And I don't always look what people think a disabled person looks like. And I don't understand the preconceived idea of disability. Um, I, I think there's lots of assumptions that we make about disabled people and what they look like and what they're capable of doing as well. So for me, I think a big thing would be about demystifying some of that, and at a quick glance, knowing that I'm disabled is helpful. It might be useful in the context of if we're going to work together to know more about my disability. But I think just at a face value, most people overlook the fact that I could be disabled because of the way that I present. Um, so yeah, I always find it very interesting, and I've found it something that I've had to advocate for, and I've also been a silent voice for other disabled people in the spaces I work in and the ones that are yet to be in those spaces, um, just by showing up and just by giving a different perspective. But it's a big job. Do you know what I mean? It's like, gosh, can't we just like have a level playing field? That would be wonderful. I like to take holidays. I like to take breaks. One thing my auntie told me a few years ago was to rest in your work and not from it. So, knowing my own rhythm of how I work, so knowing I'm not a morning person is great because, I'm not going to put a meeting in at 8 a.m. because I'm going to be flapping. But if we have the meeting at 11:30 or we have the meeting at 1, that's a much more productive time for me, and it works with the way my brain works, and knowing things like that about myself allow me to rest in my work. But then, yeah, I like to enjoy beaches. I've started doing this thing whenever I get to travel. I like to collect sand. So I'm trying to collect sand from everywhere I've traveled to. Stuff like that brings me joy, even though it's like not constant. You can't do that all the time. Well, some people's life is like holiday all the time, but my life right now isn't like that. So when I get to do that, I like to plan for it and make sure it's a part of my, yeah, like it's on the list of things to get booked. So yeah, holidays.
Thank you for joining us for today's story. Making the Invisible Visible is our commitment to ensuring that Black women's histories and contributions are recognised, valued and kept in daily circulation. Across 2026, we will continue to share these powerful narratives, 365 days of impact, brilliance and inspiration. Stay connected, join the conversation and help us champion the women whose journeys continue to shape our world. I'm Paulette Brooks and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next story.